time to welcome Ron Stewart with Ron's Review. Pete, good to see you both.
Yeah, good to be here.
Keep it going crazy, Ron. How are you, Ron? It's been a while since we've seen you.
Good, except for the...
How's your knee?
Not 100%, but it'll
getting there?
I'll get by.
Now, I believe on the plane today, you had a young lady come up and say hi to you. Was that correct?
Yeah, nice lady.
Was she trying to ask you out on a date, Ron? That's what I was hearing.
No, she said something about her grandchildren enjoying the show.
Oh, yeah, they asked about the grandchildren, yeah.
We've all heard that one.
I always ask about the grandchildren to pick up women, Ron.
We had a nice... I was out with Michelle's parents today, and a young girl at the cafe came up to us that she thought she knew me from somewhere.
Oh.
And I mentioned about the Rove show, and so she said she'll watch it tonight.
Well, that's lovely. Thank you for helping us out, Ron. We appreciate it. No, we do, seriously. Now, speaking of people recognising you, we were flooded with emails and calls from last time you were on because you appeared in an ad for the Sydney Morning Herald.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. That was taken outside the building where I used to work.
Oh, right.
Surrey Hills.
Now, this is... Who's this handsome devil on the left? It's Ron. CDs in the Sydney Morning Herald?
Some jazz disc, yeah.
Some jazz disc?
Yeah.
And was that an interesting shoot to do? I mean, you do a bit of acting, don't you?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was early in the morning after trouble, about 7 o'clock I had to get up.
A bit chilly for you?
Yeah. But they were very good. When I wasn't there, they opened up one of the car doors so I could sit in the car out of the car.
That was very nice.
Ron, yeah, I'm just worried, Ron, that you were so convincing in that ad. When people go to that corner to buy the Sydney Morning Herald, they're going to expect you there.
There could be complaints.
There could be complaints.
But it's not a real corner.
It's not a real corner.
Not a real newspaper.
Movie magic, Ron. Movie magic.
Now, as always, I talked about how many people send us emails about you. We've actually had a lot of fan mail coming in for you. Claire and Jess said that you are the coolest film reviewer of all time, and they base all their movie choices on what you say. Kelly said that she loves you and you have the best reviews, and she doesn't blame you for falling asleep during Star Wars Episode 3. Jared said, Ron, you the man, and Rove Live, he doesn't know how we could manage without you, and he says you're a very grateful and humble person. And Zoe just says, Ron, you rock, you just rule. You just rule. So there you go. Now, what have you got for us this week, Charlie?
Don't embarrass me and read out mine. Let's do the review. What are we looking at this week?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, I believe. Now, what did you think of this one?
Oh, it was great.
Now, have you seen the original movie with Gene Wilder?
Yeah, I saw it and I'd forgotten, so I taped it on Sunday.
Oh, right.
And I looked at it again yesterday. I didn't get to see it all, but I think the second one's much better.
Now, what did you think? Much better, you thought? Now, what did you think of Johnny Depp as Willy Wonka?
Oh, he's good. He's very good.
Convincing.
Yeah, and the young boy, Freddie
Highmore.
Great. He's so natural, and the man that played his grandfather, oh, now I knew his name, it's just gone.
Oh,
make it up. Judi Dench.
And you know, I know exactly who it is too, and I've drawn a blank. He was...
Somebody Lewis. Somebody Lewis?
No, he was in Star Wars. It was...
Darth Vader.
Oh, the guy who played Charlie's grandfather or Willy Wonka's dad?
No, Charlie's.
Oh, Charlie's grandfather.
Yeah,
David Kelly. Christopher Lee, I was
Yeah,
Ron,
we're all confused.
Ron, what did you think about the 4 grandparents sleeping in the same bed? Did you find that a bit weird, or did you find that a bit hot?
No, actually, it fitted into the story because they were a poor but loving family. They had to share, and they didn't share a bed. They didn't have proper furniture.
Ah, I misread the situation. Okay.
Now, what about the characters of the other kids who go to the chocolate factory?
They were horrible. they took the part well, but the little girl that plays the real sport kid...
Veruca Salt.
Yeah, I was amazed because when I look at the old version, the girl that looked very much like the one in this version.
Now, yeah, because Johnny's Willy Wonka, I thought you raised a good point. I was talking to you about this before, and you were saying that you thought it was interesting that Johnny is such a young actor for a character that seems to have been locked away for so long.
So many years, yeah, you look sort of too young, but he's good in the part.
He's very, very good. You're a big fan, Pete?
I just like you saying Johnny's Willy Wonka.
The parents, the whole... I love the family scenes. Even though it's mostly famous because of the chocolate factory, I love the family scenes at the beginning and the end the best.
Very heartwarming.
I agree, actually. Like the whole, even in the original film, the actual chase for the golden ticket, when he opens that golden ticket, I almost cried.
Yeah.
He actually got quite an adrenaline rush.
Oh, it's amazing how you know that it's called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. When he goes hunting for a gold ticket, you kind of get the impression he will find one at some point.
Yeah.
Yet this whole movie you're watching, you're just going, oh, please, come on, let him have a golden ticket. And when he gets it, you're going, yes, good on you, Charlie. What a shock.
And the family, like, they're poor but only in money. They're rich in spirit and the warmth, the love of the family.
Ron
Yeah.
Stewart,
And
absolutely.
what do you think of the Oompa Loompas? The Oompa Loompas are a bit funkier. They're a bit funkier this time around, aren't they?
Yeah, that's good. The one chap takes all these parts. It's good how they
Yes, he plays all the Oompa Loompas, doesn't he? Yeah.
Now, I met a young couple on Sunday, and he was in the play at Fairfield RSL. They're going to do it again. I'm going to go and see it in December. But I don't know how they could get that on the stage, that show.
Oh, you'd have to have quite a big budget, I would think.
Yeah.
Now, Pete, what did you give it as a rating?
I gave it. I really enjoyed it, and I gave it 4 Gene Wilders out of 5.
And what about you, Ron?
I gave
We know
it 4
movies
too.
that... Oh, you gave it 4?
We agree, Ronnie.
Oh, big star. Thank you very much. All right. We'll be chatting with Freddie and Johnny a little bit later on, as well as band End of Fashion. We'll be right back with the Road Live Radio series. Please thank Rob.
With bonus 200.